What's up, what's up? Valdis here, and it's time to do another account review. Now we are here today with a high level account and a member of the free to play community. And the account name is Burst of Speed. Now he wanted some advice how to build some high-end Kairos dungeon teams, more specifically Giants B10 and some of the later dragon stages, 8, 9. Um, so let's see what monsters he has. Now, what we are looking, let's just look at the Giants team first. I see a lot of wind here, so let's look at the Giants. Now, when you build a Giant B10 team, you mostly want to think about at least wind units, or you can bring some neutral units, and by neutral I mean dark or light units. That being said, you can also use water units, but wind is really the preference here. And right off the bat on this first page of monsters, I do see the beginning of a team. Also, it falls into the category of the meta team, and by that I mean a lot of players are using it. You will want a cases for the lead, mainly for her leader skill, so you have a really high resistance, so you won't get stunned as much and don't get debuffs. Well, I do say mainly, but she's definitely also here for the force field, which shield all your units from damage. And you probably want to bring Lucian as well to make the run faster. We don't really want giant runs to take 7 minutes. Speed is somewhat of an essence here. Of course, the most important thing is to clear the dungeon, but the Lucian is definitely also something you want to have in the team. And you have rate, yeah, perfect. With some crit rate on it, that's okay. He should be able to do the job fine. And Lumi, you had ruined with Despair Focus. Probably speed, HP. Yeah, no comments here. That's really good. And you have some decent accuracy on her too, which is really good due to her first skill, so she can put some of these continuous damage effects on the giant. And you have been, yep, you had hit the skill up for the force field, so that's really good. And fully skilled in 2 and 2 and 1. So that's a good amount of skill ups. Now what I would bring for the third character is actually Chasun. She will make it quite a lot easier to save a unit that is really low on health. If she does have a decent hit point pool, so and a good speed. You have ruined her with the violent. That's really good as well. I know a lot of people really are cursing her in the arena when her violent procs. So definitely bring her. And really what I want to add is probably units that you have, but it's Shannon the Wind Pixie and Bernard the Wind Griffin. And let's just scroll down. Yeah, here they are. The Wind Pixie, probably, yeah, ruined Despair Focus, and probably a Speed Bernard as well, yeah. Really good speed rune. And a crit. Oh, that's of course here for the speed. That's okay. That's so A really fast Bernard here. That's good. And a little low on hit points, of course. But that's because he's ruined for Arena. I think though, I would still use him in the Giants team and see how he fares. There's always the option, of course, of building another Bernard, but it takes quite a lot of time to do. So at least try with that guy too. If you for some reason can't stay alive with Jasun as the main healer and you have a little healing in cases, you could up in Beladion for the extra heal, and he can also, of course, remove the giant's attack buff, so they won't hit that hard. Of course, it's yeah. Well, you probably need to substitute Beladion for Lucian, so the speed of the run would really be lowered. But my main idea for a B10 team for you is Acasis as lead and Lucian for the damage, Jasun for healing, and Shannon and Bernard, most of us know what does. So that will be the Giants team. I would suggest you try and see if you can't clear it with. Now, oh, excuse me. Oh, for the Dragon teams, actually, Dragon B8 is also a water dragon, if I recall correctly. So you can actually bring the exact same team to see if you can't beat the dragon there. And Acacia's leader skill is, of course, really important, since she will get the resistance up for your creature, so you won't get all these continuous damage effects. You can see if Lucian, for example, he has 44% now, he will be added 50%, so he's almost at 100% resistance. The same for Jasun, a little lower for Shannon and Bernard, but that's quite good. So right off the bat, a B8 team would be the same as a Giants B10 team. B9, you will of course lose your element advantage, since it's a dark dungeon. And you could, well, the same team might actually be able to do B9 as well. The dragon does hit fairly hard with these. I haven't actually tried B9 with an all-wind team, so it's quite theoretical right now. But if it is a problem, I would suggest you try it at least. But if it is a problem, it will most likely be due to some of the continuous damage that are there, and we'll probably have to build a whole new team. Now for the B10, you already have a character that can solo it, actually. Lumi. Now, you have ruined her with a huge defense boost, I see. Guard runes? Yeah. And some hit points. Very well. So she can really she can solo quite a lot, and with the really high base hit points of her, and her really nice heal spell here, she can stay alive for so long. She's a really good monster, and also has the leader skill as Acacia's had, just for the water monsters. So that's really good for a giant's leader. No, excuse me, Dragon's B10 leader. She not only has the element advantage over the dragon, but also helps every water monster resist all these continuous damage effects. Still though, I would recommend that Konamiya would be part of the team also, simply because you won't resist them all, and you need to get rid of all those effects. So he's a good healer in that regard. Also, Megan is a good bet to bring. I don't see. Well, of course, need to work on her runes before you can do that, but I don't think that would be a big problem for you. What do we? Oh, I didn't actually notice that you actually had a Wind Undyne. That could also be incorporated into your Wind team if you are lacking healing or a res. Oh, excuse me, not a res. This a immunity. So that's really a good unit to bring also in the dragon runs. So I probably would substitute her in, no question. That's quite a good unit actually. So I would really get her to 5, eventually 6-star, and of course awaken her. She's a really good monster, and she can actually do quite a lot of damage, since none of her skills are dependent on any stats. So you could build her any way you want. I have seen quite offensive builds for her. She still heals dependent just as well, was my thoughts. Yeah, that's it's I think actually that's what I can help you with for now. I'm really interested in knowing if you're able to do it with these units. You should be, but units is one thing, rune builds is another. But it does look quite good, except that the Debanard is of the health of her is not the best, but it should be doable with the cases is sealed and Jasun's healing. And if not, you might want to substitute in Delphoy, the Wind Undyne. So I hope you could use this burst of speed. You are quite far in the game already, so I have a feeling that I have been telling you something that you already know. But if not, I'm happy to help. So be safe out there, and this will be Valdis signing out. Bye bye.